All right, everybody. So this would be my last tutorial, and I decided to go with the platform of Epic. So for those of you that have not heard of Epic, it is a platform where students can log on and have stories read to them, read different stories, and there are a lot of other aspects to it as well, which we will look at this. So if I would go, I went ahead and I created my login information because this is going to be something that I am going to use in my classroom this year. And they have a really cool space right here that's where you can explore social emotional learning. So what you do is you just click on it, and there are all of these books that maybe you don't have in your school library that can go with your lessons. And so for instance, I'll just go ahead and I can assign these to my students. So what I would do is I would go back in and I would add my class. When I get my class list, I will add that in, and then I can assign one of these books to my students to read. So I think what I will do is after lunch, probably have my students come in and we would do like 10 minutes of this epic before we start our chapter book read aloud. That way they're getting some of the information on their own, and then they would be able to take quizzes with that as well. So another really cool thing that I liked was the monthly calendar. So you can get on and it will, so the one for August here, we'll look at it. Every single day they have a challenge or an activity that you can do with it. And so I think what I would also do is we have binders that are sent home with our students. So print these off and see if, whoever can complete the challenge at the end of the month, they would get some sort of prize. So it'd be a little bit of an incentive for that. So Epic School, they're just able to have access of so many books. This would be also a good way to use this in centers to where they would be able to read a book and then be able to fill out different story maps. So you can go through my account and it will give you all of the information. I had a book read on this, and so it said that they read one book in 1 minute. So that was just me kind of messing around, seeing what I could get to pull up on this as well. You can do independent reading, research projects, and then different tools for the teachers as well. And then you can also go through and you can search different books according to your subjects and topics. So if you're reading stories or if you're learning about your five senses in science, they have different books that can help facilitate that learning as well. So I'm really excited to use this in my classroom, and I think that our students, they're going to love it this year. So probably out of all of the tutorials that I have done, this would be one of my favorites, as I feel that this is more student-centered, and they're really going to enjoy it. Another thing that I actually really liked as I was messing around is on these they have learning videos, and so you can come into your account settings and you can toggle those videos on and off. That way they won't even show up, so it's not going to be something that your students see and they're constantly wanting to do. You can turn them on or off at any time. So if you want to reward them with a video of letting them watch it, all you have to do is come in and switch that toggle back to on. But for now, I'm going to turn it off. So yeah, that's the Epic lesson, and hopefully with this you guys will get a little bit more familiar with it and love it just as much as I think that I will.